You are watching Marvel Live from New York Comic Con 2018, presented by Marvel Contest of Champions. We've just been hanging out here, talking to some really amazing Marvel creators, different folks from the Marvel Universe and beyond, and we have somebody very special here with us right now. Javier Garrón, hello.
Hi,
Hola.
thank you
Welcome.
so much for having me here.
I'm so excited to talk to you. You are an amazing artist.
Thank you so much.
And you are an official young gun, no?
Yes, I am. Wow, what a year.
What does it mean to be a young gun for anyone who doesn't know?
Oh, well, it's an incredible recognition. It's it means that Marvel has a lot of faith in you and knows that you're working very hard, that recognizing all that work, or that hard work you're putting into the pages, that they can rely on you to get the books on time, and that the fans maybe that haven't noticed you because your career has been very short so far. They should pay attention to you because something big is coming this way. I hope so.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope so.
You've been doing many big things.
I know.
Yeah.
One
Totally.
one really big thing that's coming our way is Miles Morales, Spider-Man number one.
Wow, I mean, that's huge. I mean, that was like a gift. I mean, it was like, how about, I mean, and the way they proposed me the project was like very casual, like, would you like to do a Miles Morales series? And I was like, I don't know, let me check my yes. I mean, and then, of course, where do I sign?
It is a commitment. It's a lot of line work. He has a lot of webs. Have you been finding that to be true?
I've been starting with working with the character very recently, and I've been while I'm working, I've started thinking ways to do the lines in a way more that looks better and is more efficient for me time-wise. But yeah, it asks a lot of you. It asks a lot from you, the book. I mean, you know, not only the design of the costume, but you have to keep it real. Yeah. You have to make the characters that are around him, his parents, his friends, the place where he studies, all must be very relatable and very real. But also it has an epic, the epic that comes with the Spider-Man, the epic of the city, the epic of the Spider-Man powers. And it means like a lot of detailing backgrounds, a lot of cool action shots. Yeah. So it's a very demanding book, but I mean, we have a saying in Spanish, I'm from Spain, that it says, I'm going to say it before in Spanish, now I'm very nervous and I just forgot it. But if you asked for it, then it doesn't hurt. And I mean, I'm loving every single minute of it. I would love to draw all those lines, all those windows of all those buildings as long as they let me.
Well, and
awesome.
I think the cool thing about Miles Morales is that he's a different type of Spider-Man. Like we're still a teenager.
Yep.
He's still really young, but he's also Spider-Man and very strong and like very in his own unique way. What can we look forward to in like this current updated Spider-Man? Like what is going to be the coolest? What has been the coolest thing that you've been able to work on with Miles so far?
I have to pick one thing?
Okay, you can pick like 12. What?
I mean, Spider-Man, the thing about the Spider-Man, it is that Peter Parker, being the kind of huge icon that he still is as a character, he has meant a lot of things very important for many people for so many time, for so long, so many decades. I mean, there are people that have grown at the same time that Peter Parker did. They went to college when Peter Parker was in college. They had troubles getting work when he had troubles getting work. They had troubles to manage love life and work and villain stuff and superhero stuff while Peter Parker was also trying to do that. So there are like a life that has been developing in a parallel way between Peter Parker and a lot of fans. And now Miles offers that. I mean, Miles is hope. Miles Miles is the future. Miles takes everything that has made Spider-Man so iconic, so epic, so important for so many people, and just propels it to the future. Just, it can be more relatable. It can be more important, and more people can come to the book and find connections, not only with Miles, but with the characters that are around him. It's, sometimes when you are comparing two things, it may look that you are tearing one down to pop the other one up. And I'm not tearing Peter Parker down, because he's still as important and as a good character and as an interesting character. All the recent runs of the character are so good, so good. And I'm not saying that Miles is better because Peter Parker is worse. I mean, Miles takes everything and adds a lot of things that can be attractive to new audiences.
I love that.
A lot of people can come into the book and now feel connected to Spider-Man being in college, been studying, and having trouble dealing with, and this is a topic I know about, with the huge responsibility that comes with huge power.
You could say it's his catchphrase.
I mean,
yeah, you could say that.
It's mandatory.
Yeah, it's mandatory. In the contract says that. I mean, I have to say that word, that sentence.
Yeah.
So it can take that, and so many people can come to the book and feel that connection that is essential to go on that journey with him.
Yeah, something I really love about Miles Morales as a character is that Peter Parker's been around for decades, and so has Spider-Man, but now Miles is brand new. He's still a teenager. He's got a brand new innocence and purity about him approaching Spider-Man, and it's so refreshing to see him take on this classic character in his own way. So how does that drive your art when you draw him?
It's really interesting. You said one key word that I wasn't able to come up with that, and it's that innocence. I mean, Peter Parker has been through so much for so long that suddenly Miles come, and Miles is so innocent. He's so pure. Still, it's in terms of working with the character, it brings a lot of expressivity to the character and the way he can express emotions. You can work with a range of emotions that are really, really kind and nice and really fun to work with. And also the body language. I mean, he's a much younger character than Peter Parker, so you can draw. You can draw, but Peter Parker shouldn't be buff, you know? It's like a more lean body, kind of body. And Miles is even younger, and I don't know, it's...
A little gawky.
Yeah, it's,
a little gawky.
It's really fun. It brings a level of freshness that comes with when your main character is that young.
I'm really excited to see what is happening with the story when it comes out in December. You're working with Saladin Ahmed.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And what has it been like for the two of you working together? It seems like there's a lot of passion in the way you speak about Miles.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that's going to connect to the story, maybe. I know you probably can't tease too much, but what can you tease, and what has it been like working with Saladin?
Well, yeah.
You're like, so careful now.
Yeah, now I have to be very careful. Now, we started very recently working together, and I've been a huge, massive fan of his work. So it's very curious, because I'm working in my apartment. I live and I work in the same place. So your vision of the world tends to be very small, because I work with, I talk with my family, and I send mails to the editors, and that's pretty much all the human contact that you have. And I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Mark Waid. I'm a huge fan of Saladin Ahmed. I'm a huge fan of Kelly Thompson, of, I don't know, Sarah Pikeli, of many artists. And I know them from their work on paper, and now you get to work with them, and it's really surreal. You're at your home, and I'm really working with Saladin Ahmed. Is this really happening?
Yeah.
Is this for real? Is it not fake, this mail? So it's really incredible to work with him. He's really thoughtful in his scripts. He's very detailed with all the detailed, but not in a commanding way. He's very collaborative, and he's very open to all the suggestions that you want to make to the story, and he has the attention to everything. When he's working with little more intimate character moments, he pays a lot of attention to emotions and to how the dialogue flows, and he pays a lot of attention to when we're working on action set pieces, to because on action set pieces, timing is very important. So he pays a lot of attention to how the timing on those pages must be, and he's really open and nice to work with. This is a dream come true.